the Clefland's Laurelin style of two-sword. Tadashi's ends up being kind of
two generations after that.
Yeah, two generations after that, and you know, Andrew Greencloak, so forth. There's these guys that developed more of a gunslinger style off of the Clefland style. So what he has to show and talk about is a great evolution from gunslinger. From gunslinger. So I wanted him to come and talk to you guys after hearing Elstron's.
Basically, I might go back to this. When I was working with, no, just talking, including you in the conversation.
Okay.
You were obviously trying to use what Elstron had said. And Elstron's style is basically, well, later on we called it windmilling, but that's kind of derogatory. That's not what they wanted to call it. But you keep both swords in motion, as one's going out, one's coming back. One's going out, one's coming back, And it's the pulling it back that cocks it to get it ready for the next blow. Because if you're out here going like this, you'll never have enough strength to get a killing shot. So Elstron was all about, and then using your body, get your hips involved, get your whole body involved, push off that back leg, that kind of stuff. The next generation after that, which we called it gunslinger, other people called it fuck with you. You just keep your swords basically on your shoulders. You're saying, come on, hit me. Because from here, I don't have to pull it back. I'm already cocked, you see. And so you can get off shots faster. You don't telegraph when you're going to throw the shot by bringing it back first and then throwing it. So you just start with them on your shoulder. And it's a shorter path, and it's faster. Then, after a long time of doing that, what I did was, relying on muscle tone and muscle memory, I went back to standing with my swords in front. Because it's easier to defend that way. The gaping hole for the fuck with me style is right down the center. Because that's the hardest shot to block because you have to move the furthest to block it. Okay? And once other people figure that out, then you have to deal with it. So I went back to carrying them in front, because then blocking that headshot is really easy. But I still was not bringing it back to cock it, because I had enough strength and muscle memory that from here, I could throw a killing shot. N'est-ce pas?
Yes.
Right. And
still.
From there, you can do the rattan curtain, and block, or as is my want, you just let the guy go for the leg and you hit him in the head while he's taking your leg, In Scott combat, that works. Yeah, right?
Yes, still.
Now Ben took advantage of my old age and the fact I haven't fought in over 10 years.
He's mean that way.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. He was throwing a really nice 3-blow combination. Head, come in just low enough to sweep underneath my guard, which he pulled up. The headshots pulled my guard up, and then he'd come in under and get me in the body on the third shot, which worked like a charm if I didn't kill him first. It was great. Now, when I fought aggressively, charging you, my success rate was much better, wasn't it?
Yes.
Because that's the style that I really like. But that doesn't teach you everything, so there were times when I would just back off, let you initiate the attack.
Which is when I mostly had my success. Because
that's when you had your success, because I'm not really a defense kind of guy. Yeah. But, therefore, my considered lecture, considered of 20 seconds, lecture on how to be a better two-stick fighter, first of all, is pel work. Lots and lots and lots of pel work. I had a pel in my backyard, just a 4x4, 12-foot 4x4 sunk 6 feet into the ground, wrapped in carpet. And it's about the same height as I was so that I could practice headshots on it, And I would just stand out there, pound, pound, pound. not trying to build up speed or strength or either one, but what I was working on was making my left arm. I'm right-handed. I'm so right-handed I can't even. Well, that's not true. I can brush my teeth with my left hand, but there are things I cannot do with my left hand that I can't say in front of her, and therefore I had to work on that to be a two-stick fighter. I started out sword and shield the same as everybody, but two-stick just looked like a lot of fun. So, just to make my left arm as strong and as smart as my right arm, it's all work. Repetitions, just repetitions. Dumb old, boring repetitions. When you get tired of that, throw in your abanico. Use the body on that. It's really important. Cross, back, cross, back, abanico. Bam, bam, bam. And then
You call that the abanico?
abanico, that's from Indonesian Kali,
Oh.
two-sword fighting. It's a good name, it works, it's what applies, that's what it is, it's an abanico. Then the goal is, you got to make your left hand as strong and as smart as your right hand. And then the second goal after that is to learn how to do two things at once. That's a little harder because if you're defending, all you really want to think about is defending. If you're attacking, all you want to do is think about attacking. But really, you need to be able to do two things at once. Block with one sword, strike with the other at exactly the same time, because that's the best time. If I block and then strike, he's had time to react. If I block and strike at basically the same time, you know, then I find him when he's wide open. And then still haven't remembered the third part. This was a three-part lecture and I haven't remembered.